Morning. I am SIDDHARTH from Arya College of Engineering IT from Department of Mechanical Engineering. In upcoming lecture, I will tell the photovoltaics and about the solar cell. These are the content which I will cover in the upcoming slide. That is, what is photovoltaics? What is photovoltaic effect? Solar cell, basic physics behind the solar cell, type of solar cell, materials of solar cell, advantages and disadvantages of solar cell. So now we will discuss what is photovoltaics. Photovoltaics or PV is the name of a method of converting solar energy into direct current electrically using semiconducting material that exhibit the photovoltaic effect, a phenomena commonly studied in the physics, photochemistry and electrochemistry. A photovoltaic system employs solar panels composed of a number of solar cells to supply usable solar power. Now we will discuss what is photovoltaic effect. The generation of voltage across the PN junction in a semiconductor due to the absorption of light radiation is called photovoltaic effect. The devices based on this effect is called photovoltaic devices. Now, solar cell, a structure that converts solar energy directly to direct current electrical energy. It supplies a voltage and a current to resistive load. It is like a battery because it supplies DC power. It is different from a battery in that sense that the voltage supplied by the cell changes with changes in the resistance of the load. So in some way it is similar to a battery, in some way it is different from a battery, but basically solar cell convert DC current or DC electrical energy. Now we will study the basic physics behind the solar cell. Silicon is form group 4 of the periodic table. When many silicon atoms are in close proximity, the energy states from bands of forbidden energy state. One of these bands is called the band gap, and absorption of light in silicon is a strong function of Eg. Silicon is conventionally bonded. It shares electron. When a silicon atom is replaced with a group 3, that is aluminum or boron, it forms a positive particle called a hole that can move around the crystal through diffusion or drift. When a silicon atom is replaced with group 5, it forms an electron that can move around the crystal. By selective doping the silicon crystal, we when can changes the resistivity and which type of carrier transfer charge. Because we can selective dope a silicon crystal is called a semiconductor. Now different type of solar cell, that is monocrystalline silicon cell, polycrystalline silicon cell and amorphous silicon cell. The monocrystalline silicon cell is produced from pure silicon. Since the monocrystalline silicon is pure and defect free, the efficiency of cell will be higher. In polycrystalline solar cell, liquid silicon is used as raw material and polycrystalline silicon was obtained followed by solidification process. The material contains various crystalline sizes. Hence, the efficiency of this type of cell is less than monocrystalline cell. Amorphous silicon is obtained by depositing silicon films on substrates like glass plate. The layer thickness amounts to less than 1 micrometer. The thickness of a human hair of comparison is 50 to 100 micrometer. The efficiency of this cell is much lower than that other two type of cell. As a result, they are used mainly in low power equipment such as watches and pocket calculator or facade element. Material used for solar cell. Solar cell are composed of various semiconducting material like amorphous or crystalline silicon, cadmium telluride, copper, indium dioxide, and etc. Note: semiconductors are material which become electrically conductive when supplied with light or heat, but which operate as an insulator at a low temperature. This is amorphous silicon cell. and we can see the different part of the cell. That is, upper layer is glass, then transparent conductor, then p layer, then I, then n layer, then metal, and we can see plus and minus sign on the upside and downside, and how light is fall on the amorphous silicon cell. This is crystalline silicon cell. As we already said, the red lines are showing the emission of lighting. Aluminium front contacts are provided. SINH air coating is provided. Aluminium back contact is also provided in crystalline silicon cell. Now we talk about the advantages of a solar cell. Consumption of no fuel, no pollution, wide power handling capabilities, and high power to weight ratio. These are the disadvantages. Most type of solar cell are required large area of land to achieve average efficiency. Air pollution and weather can also have a large effect on the efficiency of the cell. The silicon used is also very expensive, and the solar cell can only ever generate electricity during the daytime. These are the disadvantages.